What is going on, guys? It's Sean Salami, and today we are playing Raid on Aberfell using what I consider the most underrated loadout in this game. Now, I'm definitely in the minority, but I consider the Vanguard the best overall class for pub stomping and Chivalry 2 if you know what you're doing and can position smartly. The increased movement speed and stamina of the Vanguard is so useful. Now, the Raider subclass, this is when it gets crazy, is when you use the Danax as your primary weapon, but you're not really going to be fighting with the Danax, you want to throw that. And I think the best loadout is with the Messer, so a Danax, throw that once you spawn in, get a kill there, then you start using the Messer. However, Chivalry 2 players do not understand how strong the two-handed hammer is, and it is a great weapon. It's a worse heavy mace with better skins, but what sets it apart is you can use it on the Vanguard, whereas the heavy mace is only found on the Knight. So on today's raid on Aberfell, we'll be throwing a Danax and using a two-handed hammer as our primary. We'll have our relaxing commentary, tips, tricks, funny moments along the way. Let's get into it. Something I would like to point out to you guys is Aberfell is a little bit cursed for me as a content creator. So something you're going to see is the total stats at the end of this game are not that high despite me playing well, because every time I try and record an Aberfell, the game is just over way too quickly. Nonetheless, it's a great map and I think people like watching it. So I do like recording these and putting them up, even if I don't know, I think like, I don't even think I had 100 takedowns in this one because of how quickly it went. And it wasn't like the teams were that lopsided. So you'll see what I mean. But I think it was a good match showcasing this loadout nonetheless. These are some of the mind games you can play to be less predictable. You want to be unpredictable in this game, so check this out. I go like I'm going to go target switch over here. Nope, I'm looking right back at you, and I'm overheading right into your face. That fake move left him wide open to get hit. And when you see a player with fancy cosmetics, so not necessarily him, but like say you see someone with fancy cosmetics, they're a high-level player, maybe their name you recognize as a good player, you want to find ways to hit them like that, not just your typical like, oh, let me try just standard overhead drag or something. Because players that duel a lot or just have a lot of hours in this game, they have way better defense than you'd think, and it's going to be harder to hit them. So target switching is really the name of the game. And this is just a standard TO lobby that I'm playing in right now, but a lot of you guys did have questions about competitive and like fighting those higher level players, so I figured I'd throw that tip out there for you. This is what I mean when I say Aberfell is cursed. My internet starts acting up, but I've actually had some internet issues the last few days. That's why I haven't really uploaded, so some we're just dealing with. It's only going to be a few seconds here. If this is a viewer who teabagged me, there you go. There's your nice 5 seconds of fame. Now we're going to mess around with the 4-eye strat. So if you didn't know, the best player in the game is a Raider Vanguard. He throws a lot of weapons. All he does is like go around, pick things up, throw them off the ground. But he's also one of the best melee players too, which makes him just insane. His name is 4-Eyes Nerd Virgin. We're hoping to get a player spotlight with him soon. So I do apologize for less commentary than usual. I haven't uploaded, I've been a little out of it, but I did want to get something up, especially while my internet was finally working today. But if you guys have any questions you want me to answer in upcoming videos, I'm going to leave a pinned comment. You can drop them below that. The Discord is in the description this time, so if you want to join the Discord to get some games in, join that in the description. But any comments, I'll leave in the pinned comment for an upcoming video. Just reply there. And I would like to take a second to thank the channel members Big Bro, Llama, Cannon Fodder American, Maltazar, Fury Diver, Billy Witch Doctor, and Archer Main, by the way. You troll. Why would you name that yourself, Shepard? Anyway, if you want to also support the Shawnee PC Fund, that link is in the description. Let's see if we can finish off these pagan stones and kill the heretics. So we're able to get the win, and again, the stats may seem a little underwhelming, but this map just never goes on long, so I don't think it was a bad game, all things considered, when you consider just it was a short game. But I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.